weekend at the Black and Gold tournament. You had 3 5-inning, 11-point games. One of them was a shutout, and you only fell in a very close loss to Baylor. What does that say about your team getting things started, and how does that make you feel coming off that weekend?
Well, I think the best thing about the first three games were, we say all the time the best way to respect an opponent is to really get after them and beat them. And I think it was 5 straight games that we run-ruled people, which was a school record. So I was really pleased with that. But then, the 4th game on Sunday, we knew it was going to be a great game with Baylor, nationally ranked. I think they were undefeated. Their pitcher threw a great game. They scored 2 runs in the bottom of the first, and she made it held up. We got a home run, and then we had a runner at second. We had a runner at second with no outs. We had a runner at third and 2 outs, and then we had second and third and 1 out. And you got to tip your hat to her because she didn't give up a hit. So that was the frustrating part, but I guess the good part is we had people in scoring position but just didn't get it done. So that's what we're looking forward to this weekend. We got some really good teams coming in, and we get another opportunity.
So taking the momentum from this weekend, what is the team's plan to take that and bring it against your opponents this weekend?
Well, the number one thing positive from this past weekend was every pitcher gave us a start to win. They did their job, so that's number one. Second, we played really good team defense. And third is the hardest part, is getting the key hit. And you just have to keep putting people up there. And the best part about it is you get that feeling of pressure. The crowd is yelling. You got an umpire, you have a pitcher, you have the other team, and it's a lot different than in practice. You got all these emotions going on, but we need to just keep getting that feeling of over and over and over, and then eventually somebody's going to do it. And the first time somebody does it, then it's going to be like an avalanche, and everybody will do it.
Talking about that crowd yelling, Coach, you're going to be back in Road Stadium for the home opener. How exciting is that for you and the team?
Well, first of all, the people in Hattiesburg came out in droves. I think the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it was a packed house. Sunday was sold out, which was awesome. And probably over half the crowd was crimson and white, which was really cool to see in Hattiesburg. But this weekend we're looking forward to our fans playing at home. We know the field, we know the bounces, we know the fence. I just got word from the ticket office that we sold close to 700 Brickyard season tickets, and last year I think we were at 618. So we're way over our goal. That's cool. Hopefully we'll have good weather and a lot of people come out.
What are the fans going to see? What can they expect to see from the Crimson Tide this weekend?
Well, I think number one, good starting pitching. And then the thing that we're kind of been missing a little bit is running the bases. And that's some of my fault because I haven't given the steal sign. So we're going to try to do a little bit more of that and put the pressure on the opponents, make them throw it away, make them make a play. That's the name of the game, is make them throw us out.
Excellent. I love that. Make them throw us out. That's all I have for you, Coach.
Talk about the tournament field coming up.
Well, number one, I'll start with Florida State, who has been very good for the last 8 to 10 years. They have 2 really good pitchers, a righty and a lefty. They both throw hard. Just all around good team. They got pretty good team speed. They got some pop. They're similar to us, where some lefties, some righties. Northern Iowa, my alma mater, coming down for the first time ever. I've known their coach since he was in high school. I think I was a high school baseball coach and coached against him while he was a player, which is making me look really old. But a great guy, does a great job with that program. They won the Missouri Valley last year, lost in their conference tournament. They only got 1 bid, and he unfortunately didn't get to make the NCAA tournament. And then Georgia State, and they're coached by one of my favorites in college softball, Roger Kincaid, and they have probably played the toughest schedule of any of the 4. And I don't think they're going to be intimidated at all by anybody here, and they always bring a good product over. Actually, I think the year we won the national championship, they beat us at our field that year, and it'll be a good field.
Going back to last weekend, Caroline Hardy got her first home run of the season. Just talk about her weekend in general in Hattiesburg.
Yeah, I think she hit 566 or 556. It was very consistent. She's been 4, 5, 6 in the lineup. Has come through more times than not. She's just been fun to watch. She just walked by us now, but she's one of the kids that either comes early or stays late. Works really, really hard. Is kind of a coach on and off the field. Knows the game, really loves the game, and it's really cool when you have a kid. And we say you don't deserve success, you earn success. And so far this year, she's earned it because she's worked her butt off.
Do you see maybe your hitting starting to develop some depth as far as the middle of the order?
Definitely, and Gabby's been there, Bailey's been there. Claire Jenkins this weekend, I think she hit 2 home runs, hit in the 7, 8, and 6 spots. So she gave us some pop. There's a lot of options there, and it can be lefty and righty too, which I love.
Coach, you mentioned pitching a second ago. How big is the pitching staff been so far this year, and how many dividends do you think they're going to pay in as the season goes?
Oh, it's huge. We got 2 righties and a lefty, and they throw completely different. All 3 have different styles, so it's tough for another team to scout us, because they got to prepare for 3 different pitchers. But they've given us a chance to win, and that's the number one thing you can ask as a starting pitcher. Just give your team an opportunity to win the game. And so far, they're 7 for 7.